Hi, my name is Carrie Wilson, and I want to take a few minutes and share with you what the Ontario College of Trades could potentially do to my family. My husband and I have been married for almost 21 years. As a teenager in Arizona, Peter discovered an aptitude and a passion for woodworking and carpentry. He worked for many years alongside master carpenters and builders, being mentored and trained by the best. Having been born in Ontario, he returned home in his early 20s and entered the construction industry. He was so good that he very quickly established a client base, and for almost 30 years now has been pouring his life into building his renovation business. He is the contractor of choice, not only for many homeowners, but for commercial clients as well. He has renovated close to 10 Speedy Auto Glass shops around the province. He's done work for Paul Davis Systems in London. He has built churches, renovated offices, and prepared homes for sale on the recommendation of real estate agents. My children have the best treehouse in town. Pete is also a man of integrity. He carries WSIB and liability insurance. He has turned down lucrative jobs when clients wanted to pay him under the table. He obtains building permits every time it's required, and in 30 years he has never failed an inspection. He claims every cent on his income tax. We chose early in our marriage to live a modest life. I'm a teacher, but when my children came to us, I stayed home with them when they were young. We knew this meant that we would never own a big home or take European vacations or even travel the world when we retired, but it was the life we chose in the province we love. We've tried to be wise and prepare for unforeseen circumstances. Peter carries insurance that will provide an income if he's injured, take ill, or dies. Some years the business has done well, other years not so well. When I was ready to re-enter the workforce, I discovered that jobs in education are scarce. I do some educational consulting and tutoring on the side and some editing, but my husband is really the provider for our family. Last year, we invested over $5,000 for Peter to take the Carson Dunlop Home Inspection course and receive his certification in home inspection. But it's a business in its infancy, and it will take 4 or 5 years to grow to the point where we can live on it. But that's okay. He's such a great craftsman, and his renovation business is so busy, we can build it in time. His renovation business pays our bills, and it allows us to send our kids to piano, swimming, and horseback riding lessons. But a few days ago, I discovered that an unelected, unaccountable panel of 3 people may arbitrarily take away the only real source of income we have. The Ontario College of Trades has been asked to review the classification of general carpentry in Ontario. If carpentry becomes a compulsory trade where membership in the college is required, Peter would be required to get a license. Now, Peter would be more than happy to write an equivalency assessment exam, to be inspected, to undergo professional development. But the college is not grandfathering any trades. He would need to go back to square one, go to school, learn carpentry, and then apprentice for 4 years. We would go bankrupt if he had to do that. If his life's work is reclassified by this organization, we could lose everything. He's self-employed. There's no unemployment insurance. There's no severance. We could lose our home. My husband will be unable to provide for his family. The business we worked so hard at, and all our hopes and dreams for the future, could be shattered. There isn't a city or town in this province where Peter could go and even build a deck to put food on our table. My husband has invested in his children and taught them so much about his trade. My daughter was looking forward to working with her dad during the summers. At one point, she even thought of taking architecture at university and then working with her dad to design and build custom homes. We have had to tell our children that we may need to move out of the province if this goes through. My son was heartbroken when he realized his weekly visits with his 80-year-old grandma would come to an end. We have some contacts in Alberta, but my husband is 48 years old. He has built a strong base of loyal customers in London and southwestern Ontario. This is the city we chose to invest in and raise our family in. We've invested in this city, and it's invested in us. My children have amazing friends and roots in this city. We can't just build this business all over again from scratch and meet with the same success we have. It blows my mind that an unelected, unaccountable special interest group has been empowered to literally destroy our lives. We could live out our lives in poverty, and we worked so hard to build this company. Even if a principalship or a teaching job became available to me in another Ontario city, Peter cannot work his trade. I'm asking you to do something for us. I'm asking you to take the time to phone or email your MPP and to ask them to put an end to the atrocities being carried out by this college. There are thousands and thousands of families in Ontario facing absolute catastrophe because of this. Over 90% of Ontario carpenters are unlicensed. This could cripple the construction industry. Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you on behalf of my children.